came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners.
Fuck, I lost a weak ass head. Now I got players up with weak ass.
In pregame, get used to the ground shaking. So you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. We're going to get it again on second down. And that's going to be good for Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
Man, fuck, I lost this weak ass nigga,
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They're rolling out right. Now they'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big game that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. That catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. One run left side. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try to work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, but maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.J. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he got plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Now the snap will come inside the 5 of the 4. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game.
These are bare bones runs. I mean, they're getting substantial yards, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, this guy needs to play shut up, stay ahead of the change, right? 5 more yards each time. That's what you're looking for, setting a tone and getting your offensive line.
Good sign on the opening drive. Get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's have it. Each team is scored 7-7 here as the kicks away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The fuck? Okay, that nigga actually want to keep that on side.
The Charger drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the opening coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love. Second sack of his young NFL career. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing on second and long. And that throws to the ground incomplete.
That was a secure catch, dog.
And now it brings up third down.
That was a secure motherfucking catch, dog. How in the fuck?
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means something here on third down. Out of the gun, going deep here for Allen. And he's got it. Catch on the sideline. And they're going to have this in a great spot right down in Baltimore territory.
Goddamn, I was a user. I'm a user nickel. I'm a user nickel. I'm a user nickel.
The offensive line on that snap, they took care of it.
I do that user shit. I do that user shit.
Like that, you're going to
For
get
real, I
just saw. They'll try 1-for-1 first and goal.
Man, come on, guys. That's all good, bro.
Geography we're staring at.
Man, that's all good. I ain't tripping about this shit. That nigga, that lie. That nigga jump out for nigga and then go grab more niggas. That cool. I ain't tripping.
Elusive, slippery guy couldn't get in there, though.
Man, I ain't doing no tripping, dog. That shit, that's ridiculous.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Eckler again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to start it right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. We mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means 1 in halftime. Adjustments, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out things they really want to accomplish. And then we're going to better blockers, find those guys, and get in that direction.
Happy to see if it matters. And intercepted. Picked up down to 2. And a big turnover there as his guys are putting the football back. And Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Every time you stay doing stupid shit, that's your MO. Do stupid shit.
Identify something on tape of what he's doing, maybe a movement.
That's your MO, bro. I do stupid ass shit.
Out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
I do stupid ass shit on this hoe, dog.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And Jensen taps this forward. Jet sweep. And they'll get it down past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12. A big first down to get away from the end zone. Dobbins trying the left side. And a short pickup there as he'll take this.
Down through that dumbass pit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. In this
Fuck,
case,
I throw that dumbass pit for, bro.
Your best ability is your availability. This is an extremely durable kicker. Coming out of Ohio State, carrying the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that Cameron and Mark Jackson, they may be the best quarterback to play combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Fuck.
Dobbins running up.
Man, blow this shit up.
6 yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else.
Man, blow this whole ass shit up. This nigga trying to do, dog. Don't throw it over here, though. This nigga here came close. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, the next chance to get 57 yards through the air. Tucker now kicking away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
That's cool, bro. I ain't even tripping about this shit. They get these mark ass niggas shit, dog.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I have to think the last thing he said is they went back out there was, don't do that again, please. Not only did he say that, but he also told us, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in. The end zone is supposed to be. I think we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is taking everything else should flow from there.
The reason why your whole left make you want to go left. Man, this nigga getting that shit. That is truly remarkable. That's some remarkable ass shit right there, dog. I ain't gonna even lie. That shit that remarkable than a bitch.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Creeping up on the bed to play in this first half. Action. It's Herbert. He's going to look for another down to deep ball. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. The force return is going to be hunted right away. It's running in the line. Well, it's only because this ball is intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is simple down the field, and it wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a fun. It's not hard to get a bad result. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. They'll start on the ground with dominance. And he is going to lose yardage here. So also 5, and it'll be second down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 15. Alex Jackson. And this is going to be all the way up to Tyler Andrews. And he finally get it down enough of 32 for 34. The Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson now. He's going to let this go. Back to the end zone. And going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The final shot before the break for Herbert. As he throws there, incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Ann Arbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast coming from most of the city. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. But he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. False start backs him up 5. First and 15. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep right side. This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how halftime has a play caller. He wanted to make sure he got at least script going for the second half, not just the one to get operated off at the start of the game. Nowhere in that script did it have that result.
Ow, bitch!
Picked up by Darrell Humphrey. Are going to take over here up near the 40. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
Oh, shit. Hey, you supposed to throw that bitch. Nigga, that nigga had
You got 5 big offensive linemen out there. They're going to beat open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
They're going to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He was second and 9. Now it's Jackson. He releases it, and outflow incomplete. From the snap, he started to look like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right.
Oh, no. Man, fuck out of here, that one. Man, that nigga sitting on that hole.
yards.
It's all good. That nigga sitting on that whole ass shit, dog.
First and 10.
Man, come on, dog. Man, get your motherfucking 3 points, dog.
Second down.
Get your motherfucking 3 points, dog. That nigga sitting on that shit, dog.
You panic, but that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen to play. And able to get this down inside the 15, into the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not touch his toe.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving them. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, do a zone blitz game.
Man, this nigga game is horrible, dog. This is bullshit.
Defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he runs and down he goes. Kenneth Murray, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there with Duffin for a loss of 8. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and they get to it again. And the defense coming through.
That nigga was playing for 3 from the fucking beginning, dog. Mark ass nigga playing for 3 from the beginning. Nigga, I don't even know. What?
So Jackson will head to the Ravens.
Gay this nigga that whole is.
Justin Tucker for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move on by 10 now. 17 to 7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way the defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stacked so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets this for 70 yards, this is a different game. But at this stage, field goals are good. Just keep adding to the lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive we throw an interception. A lot of people think maybe that's not going to run the football, don't give them a chance. Maybe play action. And then maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to the defense. They've kept them in by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being able to beat them.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Herbert on 1st down now. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He's got his man on the outright. yards there.
Herbert off of play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their first-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more first downs from that young man.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 38, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. Running on first down, Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Eckler. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for L.A.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And